Yo, Current Attack Podcast with myself, Daps. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that good stuff. Yeah, guys, man, what a day it's been. This has probably been, with the Alexander Isak news, yeah? Isak. With the Alexander Isak news, yeah? This is probably, it just goes to show what a crazy transfer window this has been. And we're going to get into the Isak stuff, but I can't remember a transfer window like this where all the top teams were doing business and doing heavy business. Do you get what I'm saying? We've seen City go and do business early. They've signed Shirky, Reinders, Ait Nouri, like good buys, strengthening. We're seeing Liverpool already, Wirtz, Frimpong, Ekitike, Kirkes, like spending heavy, and they're Premier League champions. We're seeing Arsenal bringing 5-6 and not being finished yet. We're seeing Chelsea bring in players. I can't remember a window where all the top teams are bolstering their teams heavily. Do you know what I'm saying? Not one or two signings here or there, because every now and then you get one team that invests heavily and then another team might get one or two. Sometimes certain teams don't even bring anyone in. Liverpool last year, I don't think they brought anyone in. Chiesa maybe. But no, like this year, everybody is just trying to just do what they need to do. And now look, Isak has now informed Liverpool that he wants to explore other options, explore, move away. And this has just been such a bombshell, because it's like, where did this come from? And obviously it goes to show that Liverpool knew that they would get this guy. And I'm saying this assuming that he's going to go to Liverpool, because all the noise coming out is that Liverpool are going to get him. And those have been the rumours for the last month or so. And, we always knew that unless he asks for a move away or asks, a transfer request or whatever, it probably wasn't going to happen. And now that this has happened, like, why now when Arsenal have made their move, got their striker, Chelsea have already got a striker. Obviously, Man City don't need a striker. Liverpool, who are in need of a striker, especially once Nunez goes, as it's looking like it's going to happen, and Diaz going. Obviously, Diaz is a winger. But listen, if he goes to Liverpool, I said this before, if Isak goes to Liverpool, Liverpool are basically, in terms of their attack at least, yeah, it's going to be like formidable. And this ain't me trying to do mind games or anything, but if they get Isak especially, you have to consider them, especially because they are current Premier League champions and they've invested the money that they've invested into the squad. You have to consider them front runners and favourites early. I don't care what business Arsenal still have to do or what business City still have to do, because Liverpool set the bar because they are Premier League champions. They've got to go and retain that championship, and they have invested the money they've invested. You have to look at them as front runners, because Salah, who's already there, Salah has 30 goals a season. Let's not forget that. Ekitike, they're hoping he hits the ground running. If he does, it's a good addition anyway. Isak, top 3 strikers in the world right now. Probably. And that's just off the top of my head. Let's just say top 5. Do you get what I'm saying? Wirtz, like, they are going for it. And do you know what? I'm here for it. And I know some people will talk saying, they're spending all this money and they're buying the league or they're buying all these players or whatever. Liverpool are doing what they should be doing. You see Arsenal, and I'm going to bring it back to Arsenal. You see when Arsenal finished second the first time, that was when they should have just thrown the money at it to make sure. Because when you're in these positions, you throw the money to make sure you improve. You don't just do little here, plug the gap here. No, you just go ham. If you have to pay over the odds sometimes, do it. Do you get what I'm saying? But Arsenal didn't do that. Liverpool now, they're champions. They can afford, I know it sounds stupid, but they can afford to just invest here and there and just, try to just go again. But, they paid over the odds for Wirtz. But who cares? This is what you have to do to be successful. You might have to pay over the odds for people sometimes. You might have to just go ham and do 200 million pound signings in one window. But Liverpool are doing what they need to do to go out and attack on all fronts. Premier League, Champions League. And the team that they're looking to assemble is a mad one. mad. And I did not see this coming 2 years ago. Liverpool were always good, but you did not see this almost like Galactico element of it coming into it. You did not see that coming. But fair enough. I mean, fair play. They've put their money in. They've backed the manager. And now it's looking like Isak is going to go there. Part of me was like, Arsenal, we haven't confirmed this yet. Let's just go in and see what we can do. Let's just see if anything can happen. But he obviously wants Liverpool. And Liverpool won the league last year. And now, this is what happens when you win trophies. Players of that caliber want to go to you. Players of that caliber will force a move from their club in order to go to you. And as an Arsenal fan, you have to just admit these things. Like, we can't just always just be like, oh, we've made progress. No, go out there and win the trophy and then attract the best players. Players will be going against their, not morals or whatever, but they're just putting in transfer requests and stuff like that to join you, falling over, wanting to make it happen. And it looks like it's going to happen, man. So, listen, if it happens, the league is, I'm not going to say the league is done because it's not always that simple, but teams are going to find it extremely hard to deal with that Liverpool team, who are already a good title-winning team. So if Liverpool just bought Wirtz, let's just say they just bought Wirtz and Frimpong, and then went into another season, they would still be challenging for the title. But no, they've added more firepower. So it's going to be extremely hard to take the league away from them. But we know how these things go, you know. You're only ever 1 or 2 injuries away from being a normal team again. That's anyone. And, you know, you're only 1 or 2 defeats from really having a bad run of form. Like, it's not as simple as Liverpool are going to walk the league. I don't think they will. I do think players like Wirtz will need, you know, at least a year to settle in. You'll see signs of how good he is, but I still feel like he needs a year to settle in, and that's not a bad thing. As good as he is, I just didn't think a couple months ago when I saw him play, he was ready for that top move. And I might be wrong, but I did say at the time, I feel like he needed another season. So it's not always going to be as easy to say, you know, they're going to walk the league, because there's so much football to be played, so many so many cup competitions. You know, who knows how it might pan out. But, you know, that Bombshell, I saw something as well that Arsenal might go in there, but that's, you know, these people, they just talk. Arsenal are not going to go for Gyökeres and Isak at the same time. Makes no sense. Well, it's not that it don't make sense, but I just can't see it happening. So, yeah, man, this has just been a crazy window. It's been an absolutely crazy window. Arsenal have completed the signing of Mosquera, which has gone under the radar. I'm seeing today again that Gyökeres is, you know, the final paperwork has been approved. I feel like this has just been going on for so long. But listen, all I could talk about is Alexander Isak and Newcastle. It looks like Newcastle look like they've been told the valuation for Sesko. It's crazy how the pieces are all moving around. At the beginning of the window, you was looking at Arsenal saying no to Gyökeres and maybe going for Sesko. Then Man United going for Gyökeres, and then Gyökeres saying no, he only wants Arsenal. And now Gyökeres has gone to Arsenal. Man United were looking at Sesko, but it don't look like that might happen. And now Sesko is going to go to Newcastle, who were looking at Ekitike, and now they've lost Isak. Bruh, merry-go-round. And I don't know what is going on, but I'm here for it. And I actually feel like with all of the transfers that's gone on, and we're not talking about small transfers here, Arsenal have brought in a striker who, and we know Arsenal just need a striker. Whether or not you think he's the best or whatever, that's neither here nor there. But he's a striker, a competent striker. They've got him. Liverpool have boasted with people. And if Isak joins, crazy. Man City are just Man City, and they've also boasted. Got Shirky and got Rangers. Chelsea as well, can't forget about them. Even the teams like Tottenham and, you know, even United. I don't think United are going to challenge or anything, but like throughout the Premier League, players are moving clubs and bolstering like the better teams, like, historically anyway. And it's going to be a tough season, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait till the Premier League kicks off. I think we're going to see a real... Last year, we saw a shift in in football in terms of football becoming more open and free, not so rigid. I still think we're going to see a bit of that from Man City, a bit less because of the players that they've brought in. But I feel like we might be on what's the word I'm looking, on course. We might be on course to see the most free flowing, exciting league we have in years. Do you get what I'm saying? And I can't wait for it. But yeah, guys, let me know, man, what you think, man. Let me see what else is going on very quickly. I don't think outside of that there's much going on. Let's see. Why is my thing not working? Oh, there it is. Okay. Newcastle ready to present their project to Sesko as they want to go big. Okay, so it looks like, yep, Newcastle going in for Sesko. You think it's Ruben Clavert has signed his contract. I don't know who that is. Raheem Sterling will leave. Looks like he might be going to Napoli. Okay. Yeah. Not really much. Douglas Luiz wants to come back to the Premier League. Should Arsenal? Nah. The time when that should have been done has gone. Joel Hato not even on the bench for Ajax tonight, and he informed the club about his desire to join Chelsea. I don't really know much about him, but we'll see. Chelsea agreed deal to sign 18-year-old winger Jesse Derry from Crystal Palace. But yeah, looks like outside of the Isak news, Mosquera, yeah. Boubacar Kamara signed a new 5-year deal at Aston Villa with increased salary. Love that for him. Very, very good player. But yeah, man. Well, it's looking a bit crazy right now. But yeah, guys, let me know what you're thinking. I might have to go live tomorrow, man, during the day at some point. But yeah, guys, let me know. I am out.